So OBS is telling me we are live, so hopefully we are. Docs. Let's pull up the chat. You're telling me you're live. Can anyone, if anyone's watching this, can you see and hear me? Hi. Just 1 second. While I figure this out. Oop. So how's everyone doing this morning? Or it might be evening where you are. Either way, good morning, good day, good night. It's actually really sunny today. Okay, so we are definitely live. Cool. So, hey everyone. My name's Melissa, and today we're going to be talking about the Game Awards and the nominations. In particular, we're going to have a look at the accessibility innovation section, as well as seeing what's being nominated in what category. I have actually been spoilt for the Game of the Year nominations, but I cannot remember them. I checked out another YouTuber's video the other day and found out the only one I know for sure that's on there is Spider-Man 2. So that totally checks out. So let's see what we have. So I'm just going to switch over to, oh, that's the wrong one. All right. So we're going to switch over to the Game Awards tab. Now, as I said, we are going to look at the Accessibility Innovation tab, but we're going to go through all of these. So I'm going to save the Game of the Year till last and see what we have. All right, let me just hop back over for a second. Is there a way I can fix this? Just a second. Yes, Birdie, I can hear you. Just gonna grab my drink. So yeah, I don't usually watch the Game Awards. I do actually watch people react to the Game Awards, so yes, I technically do. Okay, how do I monitor this so I don't look like a nut? Well, too late. So how is everyone? I hope you're all doing great. Where's my channel? Alright. So let's get this started, shall we? The first category we are going to look at is Best Game Direction. Okay. What have we got here? Awarded for outstanding creativity, vision, and innovation in game direction and design. I'm just going to minimize this a bit. Okay, so we have Diablo 4, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Yeah. And Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Now, I haven't played the Super Mario Brothers. I've only ever played one Mario game, really. As for Tears of the Kingdom, I'm not really a Zelda fan. So, not sure on that one. I'm actually really glad to see Baldur's Gate in a lot of things, because that game looks awesome. I'm not a D&D fan myself, so I can't really say... Did I say Diablo 4 before? Whoops, it's Alan Wake 2. Whoops. I don't play horror games, so Alan Wake's not one for me. But yeah, I hope Baldur's Gate does actually get some love, because I've seen that going around and people are loving it. But because I haven't played any of these other than Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 2 is getting my vote. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot I had to log in first. Oops. Okay, how about this? We go back for a second. Nope, that's too far. No, I don't want Game of the Year. Well, I think I just spoilt that one. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a pen and paper and vote for it later. But we can still talk about them. Where's my pen? I'm new to gaming, talking live streams, so please bear with me. I usually only talk about disability and accessibility here, so I don't usually talk gaming other than my accessibility videos. So of course everything was to fall over. Where'd the pen go? Alright. So we've in the best game direction, best G direction, we got SM2 for my vote. Okay. My bad about that, everybody. Alright. Why don't we have a look at the next category, which is best narrative. Okay, so So in the best narrative category, we have Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, Final Fantasy 16, and Spider-Man 2 again. So I haven't played Cyberpunk. So, and like I said, horror games aren't my thing, so Alan Wake isn't going to be either. So best narrative. And I obviously haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 yet. So I'm guessing we're going to go with Final Fantasy 16 because that's the only game on this list that I have played. Other than Spider-Man 2, obviously. I swear, if Final Fantasy 16 pops up in another category that I don't want it to pop up in, I'm going to be mad. So yeah, for that one, we're going to go 16 only because I haven't played these ones and I don't want to give my vote to Spider-Man 2 again. Okay, best art direction. We've got Alan Wake 2 again, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, the Pinocchio story, Super Mario Brothers Wonder again, and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Kingdom. Okay, so let's break this down. We're not going to talk about Alan Wake 2. I have no interest in Lies of P. I'm not into Soulsborne type games. Oh no. Pardon me. And like I said, I haven't played Zelda or Mario. And as for Hi-Fi Rush, that one is actually the only game on this list that I'd be interested in playing. And I'm not good at rhythm games, so I won't be casting my vote in this category. But I'd like to see Hi-Fi Rush get this. I have actually seen it on lists of disability representation within games, so I really do hope that Hi-Fi Rush does actually take this. Or if it's nominated for anything else, we'll have to see. Let's go into the next category. Best score and music. Okay, so we've got Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, with, I should actually say who, oops, we're going to start that over again. Best score and music, because I'm actually going to say the composers, sorry. So Alan Wake 2, we've got Petri Alanko. Now, if I mispronounce anything, I apologize. Baldur's Gate 3 in Borislav Slavov. I'm sorry. Final Fantasy 16 Masayoshi Soken. Hi-Fi Rush. Audio director Shuichi Kokobori. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. And Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom composed by, well, the Nintendo sound team. That's really random. Okay, so before we try to cast our votes and everything, let's have a bit of a talk. So far, Hogwarts Legacy hasn't shown up on any lists. And that is the video that I actually got spoilt for from Retro Raconteur. But I am so surprised that Hogwarts Legacy isn't actually in the music category, because that soundtrack is awesome. I mean, apparently it's getting nominated for a Grammy Award, which is still a great honor. But I'm just surprised that it's not there. Okay, so best soundtrack. So best score, we're going to put FF16, because yet again, it's the only one I've played. And Hi-Fi Rush is the only one on this list that I'd actually give a shot. Okay, next category. Best audio design. Sorry. Best audio design. Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4. Okay, I'm just going to put my 2 cents worth in here. Resident Evil 4 shouldn't be on any of these lists, even if it's a remake, seeing as it came out in 2004, 2005. So we're not counting Resi 4, so sorry to Resident Evil fans, not happening. Okay, and like I said, horror games aren't my thing, so Dead Space, so Dead Space isn't going to be there, so my vote may be actually going to Spider-Man 2 for audio design. I actually really love how they did the web swinging, the web shooters sounds. I mean, there's a Wired interview with Brian Intihar where he actually goes into how all of that was created. So that is pretty cool. So Spider-Man 2, by the way, how would you vote for any of these? I should have asked that to begin with. Okay, best performance. Awarded to an individual actor, motion capture, and or performance capture. So let's have a look at this. Ben Starr for Final Fantasy 16 with Clive. Cameron Monaghan, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I'm guessing he voices someone. I don't know. Idris Elba for Cyberpunk. Melanie, go back up a bit. Melanie Liburd. Probably just butchered that. I've already said I'm not good at pronouncing certain names. Neil Newbin for Baldur's Gate 3. And Yuri Lowenthal for Spider-Man 2. Oh, geez. Now you're going to split my loyalties here. Okay, so best performance. I am really surprised that Naji Jetta isn't actually in this category for best performance. He may be in there for supporting actor, but we're not going to go Idris Elba because he's already a famous actor. So we're either going to go for Ben Starr or Yuri Lowenthal. Please don't make me choose. I mean, I love Yuri Lowenthal. Best performance. Oof, but I really like Ben Starr as Clive too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down both, then see where it takes me later. But I really want it to be Lowenthal because his portrayal of Peter Parker is one of the best out there. And no spoilers, but once the symbiote takes over, it's actually pretty cool to hear Lowenthal's interpretation of it. So I don't know what to do. Okay. Next category. Innovation in accessibility. Why don't you have your support cast after the main cast? That's weird. Okay, so innovations in accessibility. Recognizing software and hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Okay, so we have Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6. Okay, so let's go up from the bottom this time. So, I'm like horror games. I'm not really into fighter games, and I haven't checked out Street Fighter 6 or Mortal Kombat 1. Pardon me. So I don't know where to go with those two, so don't worry about it. So it's between Spider-Man 2 and Hi-Fi Rush that I've heard really good things on accessibility-wise. I don't play racing games, so I can't really speak to the Forza series. And I'm not into MMOs, so Diablo 4 I can't really speak on either. So it's probably going to be yet again for innovations in accessibility. Actually, no. I'm going to actually do this differently. Sorry, my nose is running this morning. Yes, and anyone makes a joke that I should go and catch it, go and catch yourself. So I'm actually going to vote for Hi-Fi Rush, even though I haven't played it. I've heard really good things about the innovation and accessibility that they have. So Hi-Fi Rush is getting my vote here. I should actually at least try to check out Diablo 4's accessibility features at some point. Next category is games for impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning and message. So we've got A Space for the Unbound, I don't know how to pronounce that. Chance of Senna. Goodbye Volcano High. I've never heard of that one. Chia. Chia is actually still on my games to play list. So Terra Nil is the next one. And then there's Vemba. Chia is the only one of these that I've actually heard of. So, but I haven't had a chance to actually play yet. So I'm not sure with this category. I'll have to think about it and get back to it. But these two actually sound interesting. I just haven't heard of them. Other than, like I said, Chia. Alright, next category. Best ongoing. Oh boy, we're in the MMO sphere now and live services. Apex Legend, Cyberpunk 2077 I mean. Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. I feel like the Genshin Impact is always going to be on these lists as well as I can't speak. The same with Fortnite and Apex Legends. Okay, I've got nothing against Cyberpunk 2077. I might actually play that one day. And that's still ongoing because of its expansions. But I think it's kind of a cop-out when you keep putting Fortnite and Genshin Impact into the list as well as Apex Legends, but that's just me. So we're not voting in this category because I don't play any of these games. But let me know in the comments what you actually think should win. I can't speak right now. Best community support. We've got Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, and No Man's Sky. Do people still play No Man's Sky into 2023? Let me know. It's not a game I'm interested in, so I couldn't tell you. I'm not voting in this category because I don't play any of these, like I said. But I'd go either Baldur's Gate 3 to win it or Cyberpunk 2077. That's actually got a good rep, a better rep these days. Alright, next category. Best independent game. Outstanding creative and technical yada yada. So we've got a game called Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, and Viewfinder. Okay, the only one of these that I've actually heard of is Sea of Stars. I still haven't actually played it. It's still on my console. But if I were to vote for it, it'd be for Sea of Stars because that's the only one that I've heard of. And I think it deserves to win because it's not going to get recognition anywhere. And before we move on, I'm just going to say I'm going to, at the end, talk about what I think about the whole Hogwarts Legacy snub because it looks like it's getting snubbed for every category. Alright, best debut indie game. Ooh, getting into the debuts. Cocoon by Geometric Interactive. Dredge, Pizza Tower, Venbar, and Viewfinder. I haven't, like I said, heard of any of these again. Actually, I think I have heard of Dredge, but that's what's in this category. We're not voting for anything because I haven't played anything. Oop. And speaking of another category I do not play in, and that's mobile gaming. But we'll still see what we have. We have Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, really? Honkai Star Rail, Monster Hunter Now, and Terra Nil. Oh, that's why I haven't heard of Terra Nil. It's a mobile game. Yet again, not voting. I have heard of Honkai Star Rail. I don't care for Final Fantasy VII on any level, so no one's getting the vote there. Best VR and AR. Yet again, not interested, but we have Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Humanity, Resident Evil Village VR mode, and Synapse. If I were to cast a vote in here, it'd be for Horizon Call of the Mountain, not Gran Turismo or anything else. We'd go Call of the Mountain. Best action game. Armored Core 6. I can't even say that at the moment. Armored Core 6. Fires of Rubicon. Dead Island 2. Ghost Runner 2. Hi-Fi Rush. And Remnant 2. Never heard of Remnant. Yet again, if I were to vote, just despite this category, it'd probably be Hi-Fi Rush. And like I said, that's despite the category. Alright, next one is Action Adventure. Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Tears of the Kingdom. Wait, it was Tears of the Kingdom that came out this year. Yeah. Like I said, Resident Evil 4 shouldn't be here. Best Action Adventure. Best Action Adventure. Yet again, it's going to be SM2 for me because it's the only one of these I've played. I'm not a Star Wars fan by any stretch of the imagination. So maybe one day I might actually check out the Jedi Fallen Order series. I've heard it's good. Okay. Hang on. No, I didn't want to exit voting. Wrong way. Sorry, guys. Geez, we're not even halfway through yet. Alright. Best RPG. Yep, best RPG. Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield. I'm never touching Starfield. Not my type of game. So it doesn't feel fair for me to vote for Sea of Stars, seeing as I haven't played it yet. I'm not touching Lies of P. I've never been a Pinocchio fan. I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 and don't have the time to. Wish I could. But I don't really think Final Fantasy 16 is the best RPG. Well, it's actually pretty damn good, but... Okay. My vote's going for FF16, but I hope Sea of Stars at least wins something in this awards. Yet again, not into fighting games, but let's see what we have. You may be. Why do I keep doing that? God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Stars, All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Bravery. Does it say Pocket or Rocket? Pocket Bravery, and Street Fighter 6. So, yeah. Best family game. Okay. We have Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and Mario Brothers. I haven't played any of these, so I can't actually vote in it. So, but it looks like a cute lineup. Best sim or strategy game. Yet again, something I don't play. City Skylines 3? Or is that a 2? City Skylines 2. Advanced Wars 1 and 2. Company of Heroes 3. Fire Emblem Engage. And Pikmin 4. You know, I haven't actually played Fire Emblem Engage yet. I've actually been wanting to. I'm not a huge Fire Emblem fan, but I do like Fire Emblem. So I hope that one actually wins it. Alright, next category. Best sports or racing. Not another category I like. So we've got EA Sports FC 2, F1 23, Forza Motorsport, Hot Wheels Unleashed, and the Crew Motorsport. I used to actually watch the Formula One a lot when I was a teenager, so if I had to vote, I'd go Formula 123. But like I said, I don't play racing games. Next category, and I'm not a multiplayer fan. So, Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Street Fighter 6, Party Animals, and Super Mario Brothers. Baldur's Gate 3. Sweep the floor, Baldur's Gate 3. You deserve it. Best Adaptation. Ooh, okay. Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo, The Last of Us, the Super Mario Brothers movie, and Twisted Metal. I didn't think Twisted Metal was a thing, but okay. I'm going to say Mario because I am not touching The Last of Us. Mostly because I love the first Last of Us game. I liked it really well. But I do not like how Naughty Dog's taking the direction of the series. I hated The Last of Us 2, Part 2. And I really hope they don't actually do a Part 3, but they will be. So we're going to go Mario because I watched that on the weekend and I loved it. Well, didn't love it, but I liked it enough. Most anticipated game. Ooh. Of course it is in there. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. Okay, so I can tell you now, I have never played Hades. I'm not into roguelikes. Or is it roguelites? I don't know. I don't like Final Fantasy VII in any capacity. I mean, the only thing that I like about Final Fantasy VII is Red 13, and that's not enough to vote for this. I mean, I think Final Fantasy VII is just way too overhyped. But the one I'm actually going to be casting my vote for is Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Because I actually like the Like a Dragon franchise, and I am glad that they're actually starting to use the Japanese name for the series in its actual promotional, because Yakuza is one of the worst named localizations that I've ever heard of. Because it's not actually about the Yakuza, it was about Kazuma Kiryu, a aspect of the Yakuza. And considering he was known as the Dragon of Doshima, I'm just glad that now that we're getting the proper name for the series, 8 entries, actually it was 7 entries in. So Infinite Wealth, bring it on, baby. The Man Who Erased His Name is actually one of the games that I'm looking forward to playing by the end of the year or maybe next year. Haven't got around to actually buying that one yet. So, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, most anticipated release of next year. Even though I don't really like Ichiban that much. Alright, Content Creator of the Year. Something I have no interest in. But let's see who we have. Iron Mouse. People Make Games. Quackity. Spreen. And Sitheric. Yeah, never heard of these people. Not voting. Best Esports. Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, PUBG Mobile, Valorant. Okay, before we move on, I'm just going to say this. These games get nominated every year. Can we at least nominate something new, Keely and team? We're going to skip esports athlete. Best sports team, going to skip. Best sports coach, going to skip. Best esports event, going to skip. Wait, that was the last one? Oh, Hogwarts Legacy wasn't the only thing that got snubbed. Okay, so we're going to go to the Game of the Year. So exit voting. Man, I have some thoughts. Okay, let's go to Game of the Year. So Game of the Year, we have Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 2, Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil Remake, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legends of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. We're going Spider-Man 2 because I want to spy a lot of things at the moment. Game of Year SM2. So we're going to talk about a couple of things once we're up. And I have to go soon, so we've got to make this quick. Oops. So, where'd my drink go? Oh. So, Laura Bailey got snubbed this year. Okay. Here are my quick rundown thoughts of what we just witnessed. 1, too many esports and too many content creators of the year. Do we really need this in this kind of industry? Best vocal performance. Najee Jetta and Laura Bailey got snubbed altogether from Spider-Man 2, and they do an amazing job. I'm just gonna quickly look something up. Who is the guy who voices Venom? Just looking this up. Actor. Oh, here we go. Tony Totem. I think Totem. I think that's how you pronounce it. Tony Todd. Tony Totem. Don't know how to pronounce that. He wasn't even nominated. But I'm glad Yuri was. But Najee Jetta does a great job as Miles too. So I don't know how the voting works for this, but like I said, even Laura Bailey, one of the most popular voice actresses ever, got snubbed. Let's talk about the Hogwarts Legacy snub, shall we? He could have at least tried to fit fitted in within the categories. Now, I'm not saying Game of the Year because it's not Game of the Year kind of material, but you could have at least slotted it in within the action adventure side or the RPG side. Kind of makes me want to actually do my own version of these and give love to things that needed more love. Like, I don't know. But I am actually glad, even though I haven't played it, that Sea of Stars and Hi-Fi Rush did actually get nominated. And I actually do hope Hi-Fi Rush does actually take some of them, as well as Sea of Stars. Honestly, I like Idris Elba, but you could have swapped him out for probably either Ralph Ineson as Sid from Final Fantasy 16, or, like I said, either Jeddah or Bailey. There was only one female voice actress in that lineup, and the rest were all male. I mean, if we're going to do this sort of thing, you need to skew, at least break it down between male performance artist and female performance artist, instead of squishing them into instead of into one category. So what are my thoughts on this? Overall, I don't know. You could have also taken Resident Evil 4 out of it, because like I said, it didn't come out this year. A remake of it did, but the game itself didn't. So it doesn't count. I don't know. I mean, it's a toughie. And if we're going to have an innovation in accessibility, at least have another category going into more accessibility stuff too. I mean, I like what Keeley does with these events, but I don't know. So just an overview. I do think it was a good lineup, but people who are actually nominating this stuff, the committee who's doing it, you need to have a little more range and diversity. That's all I mean. Anyway, that's been my thoughts and take on the Game Awards nominees for this year. Thank you for watching this live stream, whether you were watching it live or on repeat. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day or a great night, depending on where you are in the world, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Oh, hang on. Move the chat bar. Yes, I want to end my live stream, please. Bye, guys.